Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I have a recipe for you that you'll probably only find at a state fair or a carnival. I'm going to show you how to fry dressing with chicken. You can use turkey or any kind of protein that you'd like to mix with this. And what happened was, this is where most people make dressing and then they add their turkey to it and they put it in a pan and bake it. Well, I stopped there because I'm going to fry these in little balls and show you how you find these at a carnival. So what I have is canola oil, I have some plain panko breadcrumbs, and you're going to need some cream style corn. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. No, I'm not going to mix it in with the chicken and the dressing. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up so we can get this all made. It's really easy. You're going to fry these in little balls, and I'm going to show you how to, different ways to serve leftover chicken or turkey and dressing. And if you don't have any dressing and you want to make this, you can buy a box of stovetop stuffing mix and make it. Or pick up a roast chicken from the grocery store, that'll work too. So I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys on pause. Let's get cooking. Okay everyone, so I've got everything all set up. So what I'm gonna first do, because it depends on how much dressing you have, and I don't have a whole lot. That was the beauty of me making this for you guys. I won't be cooking all night. And you see it's kind of tight because you want to be able to make meatballs. Well, not meatballs, turkey balls out of this, or chicken balls. So this is chicken that I have left. It's roasted chicken. And I really don't want it too small of chunks because I want you to be able to get a nice bite of chicken inside each little ball, not where it's like a little shred and mostly dressing. And what I did was I put the panko breadcrumbs in a little bowl here. And then here I've got the cream corn. And that's what you dip them in order to put them in the breadcrumbs. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this mixed up. And like I said, yeah, if you don't have any homemade dressing, yikes, my counter's clean. You can just use stovetop. And see what you do is you just making a little ball. It can be like, I'm thinking the size of a tennis ball. And see, they roll really nicely when you get the right consistency. And then you drop them in the cream corn, like that. And then inside the panko breadcrumbs to coat them for frying. So that's one. And as you see, I didn't do that smart because now I have one hand that's messed up. Well, both hands are messed up. So what I'm doing here is just making nice little balls with the turkey and the dressing and then dropping it into the cream corn to wet it and then covering it. And the cream corn doesn't make it sweet or anything, it just gives it a nice flavor. It's almost like Thanksgiving dinner in your hand. That one's pretty big, but that's okay. And this way you can walk around eating this. That's why it's usually found at a carnival or a fair where you can get turkey and dressing and just have it and walk around with it in a little basket and eat this. I'll make these a little bit smaller. So you see the gist of this. I'm just making little nice little balls with turkey. I keep saying turkey, this is chicken. This is roasted chicken that we had left over. And like I said, most supermarkets sell a roasted chicken that you can buy, and then you can just come home and take the meat off the bone. This is all white meat for me though, chicken that I'm using. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a bunch of these made and then put my oil on, and then we'll start frying these. So I'll put you guys on pause and I'll be right back. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I upload new videos twice a week, and I always include an inspirational quote and a controversial joke, just for the sake of having another reason to hang in there. Plus I like jokes. Something that I look forward to and always looking for, so people send them to me. So that's one thing I know. A couple of my subscribers have said they look forward to the joke at the end. So I'm going to put you guys on pause and I'll be right back and we'll be ready to show you what I do next. Okay, I got the last couple ones. This is the last little ball I've made, like I guess a little meatball. But what happened was, it turned out that I had enough to make 2 croquette style little chicken and dressing patties. So I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to drop that in the corn also. And this is set up more like you do a salmon croquette or a crab cake patty. And I'm putting it in the corn and the panko. I'm coating it. Yeah, see, a lot of people think the corn, that was a sneaky little trick. I asked the guy at the fair for the recipe, and it was cream corn. I was shocked. So I thought that would be cool to show you guys. So this is the last one, and like I said, this one, these last two I'm gonna fry like croquettes. The other ones I'm gonna do like meatballs. And you serve these with a side of turkey or chicken gravy and cranberry sauce, and you can walk around and eat these. So I've got these, this one's trying to break apart, all breaded. And what I'm gonna do is put these in the freezer for about 30 minutes to let these firm up so you can see them. And then so that way they'll be easier to fry. So put you on pause, put these in the freezer for 30 minutes, then we'll come back and get these all set up to cook. Okay everyone, so my oil is just about at 350 degrees. And I've had these in the freezer for about 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the oil. It's not quite hot enough as I see, that's why I'm gonna put one in. I'm gonna crank the heat up. I don't want these to cook really fast, but I don't want them soaked with oil. That's what happens when you put stuff in, the oil isn't up to temp. And I am using a thermometer and it said 325, so I figured I was close. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking these, and I was able to come up with 2 patties. So I'm gonna fry these like salmon croquettes. So this is fried chicken and dressing for dinner, a different way of serving it if you wanted to shock your family with a new meal. Yeah, here we go. When I had these at a carnival, they were about this size because that was the trick of being able to eat these while you walk around the state fair or carnival. And they did not use panko, they used regular breadcrumbs. But the regular breadcrumbs that I had were seasoned, and I didn't want to use those because I thought it might change the flavor or the taste of it. So I'm going to go ahead and cook these. They shouldn't take long. Like I said, the dressing is already cooked because I didn't put any eggs in it. Well, I didn't bake it, but it's already mixed up. And if you go and look at my chicken dressing recipe, this is it. This is what I had left for Easter, and I decided to save that last little bit and not put it in a pan. Taking out some of these crumbs that are coming off so this doesn't pop all over my kitchen. Yeah, you guys, this is something new that you might want to try. Really quick and easy little recipe. I got a great joke for you guys later. These should only take a couple minutes to cook. You just want to get them brown. And we got 2 different size tongs. Okay, I'm gonna start turning them now. You just want to brown them on all sides. You don't have to make them quite this big. You know your girl is lazy. I'm trying to get in and out of this kitchen as fast as possible. There we go. I knew it. Just got popped in the throat. I'm holding this one so it'll cook evenly because it was not a perfect little ball. And these are easier to cook, you guys, if you want to put them in a basket and drop them. I do have one, but I'm too lazy for that. Like I said, it's just me. I'm going to dump this grease when I'm done and wash my one little skillet, and it's just too much work to get the deep fryer out with the basket. But that would be the best way. And like I said, you can definitely use a stove top with this. And I just wanted to use panko. Number one, like I said, my other breadcrumbs were seasoned, and I didn't want to mess with the flavor. And then I figured, plus, this will give it a crunchy texture on the outside since everything on the inside will be soft. So I'm just rotating these to make sure they cook evenly on all sides, because you want these nice and brown little balls. And it was cool at the fair because you could walk around and eat these and dip them in the gravy that I have, or cranberry sauce, however you like your chicken and dressing or turkey and dressing. I like mine with cranberry sauce. My husband is a gravy person. As you see, these are browning up nicely. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on pause and let these brown up and then get the other two in. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm taking the last two out. As you see, they are nice and brown. So now I'm going to put the last two in. I'm cooking like salmon croquettes or crab cakes. I'm going to lightly fry those. Take these off of the wet paper towel, so I want them to soak up all that oil. See how pretty they are? Chicken and dressing. Little bitty balls. Get a clean plate. Plastic. Take this one out. Okay. Just going to turn these two over. Corn gives it an extra sweet flavor. It's a little something different. You won't be sweet, but it'll give it a nice flavor to it that'll I think you guys will really like. And as you see, they look perfectly brown. You can cook on both sides. Turn them over one more time just to make sure they're done, and they are. So I'm going to go ahead and take these out and show you what they look like. So they look like salmon croquettes, but they're fried chicken and dressing. So I figured this would be a different way to serve your family a different dinner with some mashed potatoes and gravy. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all cleaned up and set up and show you guys a couple ways to serve this and tell you guys my joke. Okay everyone, here's the final product, and here's fried chicken and dressing. I have it with mashed potatoes and gravy. And here are the balls. I've got a side of cranberry sauce and chicken gravy. That's how they served them at the fair or the carnival. And you can walk around and dip and eat these. And this is how you can serve it as a meal with some vegetables, a salad. But let me tell you guys my joke. An old man lived alone in Minnesota. He wanted to spade his potato garden, but it was very hard work. His only son, who would have helped him, was in prison. The old man wrote a letter to his son and mentioned his situation. Dear son, I'm feeling pretty bad because it looks like I won't be able to plant my potato garden this year. I hate to miss doing the garden because your mother always loved planting time. I'm just getting too old to be digging up a garden plot. If you were here, all my troubles would be over. I know you would dig the plot for me if you weren't in prison. Love, Dad. Shortly, the old man received this telegram. For heaven's sake, Dad, don't dig up the garden. That's where I buried the guns. At 4 a.m. the next morning, a dozen FBI agents and local police officers showed up and dug up the entire garden without finding any guns. Confused, the man wrote another note to his son telling him what happened and asked what to do next. His son's only reply was, "Go ahead and plant your potatoes, Dad. It was the best I could do for you from in here." Okay, that's my joke. I thought it was pretty funny. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And remember, I always have a pretty decent joke at the end and an inspirational quote inserted somewhere in this video. Give this a try. And like I said, don't be afraid of the sweet corn that I dipped them in. You won't taste it. These are really, really good, and they're crunchy, but they're really soft on the inside. That's the main reason I use the panko, to give you a texture difference. So anyway, have a good evening. God bless, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one.